There is a silence that speaks louder than thunder, yours. The sound of your absence carries like a hush that never ends, woven into the seams of every hour I spend alone. I walk through our old places like a shadow, barely touching the world, hoping that somehow the air still remembers you. The echo of your voice doesn't fade. It lingers like smoke, curling in corners of my memory. I never dust off anymore. How you looked at me like I was the first and last miracle you'd ever behold is something I clutch in the still of night, my hands grasping at a memory that never quite settles. There's a trace of your warmth in my dreams, enough to make the cold daylight ache. People speak of love like it lives in presence, in touch, in voice, but they forget that absence holds it too. It becomes sharper, more reverent, burning under the skin like the ghost of a kiss never given or a goodbye never dared. And here I am, wrapped in that echo, still waiting for the echo to turn back into you. I find you in the hollows of things, in the half-sipped tea, the door left ajar, the unread page waiting for your eyes. The little things that once belonged to both of us now betray me, turning tender into torture. Your sweater still drapes over the arm of the chair, untouched like even the fibers remember your shape. I want to believe you'll walk through the door, smiling softly with wind-blown hair, asking why I've been so quiet, but the door never opens. It creaks with expectation, but never fulfillment. You were the chapter that refused to end, but somehow the story went on without you, and I've been speaking your name into the pages ever since. I sit in the quiet, whispering your laugh back into the air, tracing your initials in the fog on the window pane. I'm not waiting for you to return. I'm surviving the part of love they never talk about. The part where presence becomes a memory, and memory becomes a monument to everything that will never be the same again. Your absence is a presence in itself, loud and consuming. It sits beside me like an invisible companion, always there, always watching. I try to fill the empty spaces with light, with sound, with the shallow comfort of other voices, but nothing fits. Everything else is too loud, too rough, too temporary. You were the melody that made silence bearable, the pause between breaths that gave meaning to the exhale. Now every breath I take is a rebellion against forgetting, and still I find myself walking toward the places you once stood, as if drawn by some unseen gravity. I look at strangers and wonder if you exist somewhere in the curve of their shoulders or the softness of their gaze, but it's not you. It never is. It never could be. I carry your laugh in my mind like a lantern, illuminating the dark corridors of my grief, and every night I say goodnight to a ghost, to a thought, to a presence made of nothing but longing and love that lingers long after the door has closed. Some nights I dream of you so vividly, I wake with the scent of your skin still lingering in the sheets. My hands reach before my mind catches up, grasping at the air where you should be. It's cruel, how sleep revives you and morning steals you again, but I take it. I take those fragments, those borrowed seconds where your eyes meet mine and the world is whole again. In those dreams you are real, and I am not alone. Sometimes I speak to you aloud, knowing full well there will be no answer, and still your name falls from my lips like a prayer, like poetry stitched in grief. They say love endures, but they don't tell you it aches too. They don't tell you that love, when robbed of presence, grows sharp, beautiful still, but edged in sorrow. I walk through this world wearing your absence like a second skin. It fits me too well now, as if you never fully left, but rather became something I breathe, something I bleed, something I'll carry always. I see you in the places light softens, by the windowsill at dusk, in the flicker of a candle's flame, in the shadow my hand makes across a book's open page. You were always drawn to beauty quietly, reverently, and now that reverence lives in me. It's changed how I see things, how I love things. Your absence taught me to hold the fragile more tenderly, to listen to the unspoken, to cradle memories like living things. I wonder if you feel me too, wherever you are, if absence has made you aware of me in the way it's made me a keeper of you. I have become a curator of our shared history, collecting the remnants of a love that still whispers, still sings, even without your voice. Time moves forward, yes, but grief doesn't. Grief circles, loops, repeats. It breathes your name through the years, as though every tick of the clock is a heartbeat spent remembering, and I remember, always, because forgetting would mean losing you again, and I could not survive that. It's strange, the way the world keeps turning, indifferent to the rupture inside me. People laugh, fall in love, carry their groceries home under golden skies, and I walk among them, untouched. There's a disconnect now, a quiet separation between me and the living world. You were my bridge to wonder, to warmth. And without you, everything feels filtered, distant. I don't cry every day anymore, but sometimes I smile, and it feels dishonest, because the smile doesn't reach the part of me where you're gone. You took a piece of my soul with you. No, not took. Claimed. It belongs to you even now. You hold it, and I feel the weight of that holding every day. It's love, Yes, but it's love that hums in a lower register now, a quiet song beneath the noise, and still, I would not trade it. To have loved you at all, to have been seen by you, truly seen, was worth this ache, this absence. Even if it means I am half here and half wherever you are. I walk slowly now, not because my feet are tired, but because my heart is. It learned too quickly how to drag its weight behind it, how to hold your memory without crumbling. Each step is a testament to the resilience grief demands. I want to say I've healed, but healing suggests a return to something whole, and I am not that. I am a mosaic of before and after, of love and loss stitched together with words you once said. I replay your voice in old messages, not to remember you, but to feel you alive in sound. Sometimes I close my eyes and whisper, "Tell me again," even though I know no echo will answer. And yet that silence feels like you too. You live in it. You are it. And in that silence I found pieces of myself that only your absence could carve out, places made sacred by longing, where love lingers not as a flame, but as the ember that refuses to die. There are days I think I see you across the street, in the blur of someone's stride, in the tilt of a stranger's head. For a split second my heart leaps, forgetting the truth. But memory quickly reels it back, reminding me that you're not there, you won't be. Still, I chase the mirage, just in case. I've become a seeker of you, even when I know the search leads only inward. Because that's where you live now, deep inside, where the world can't take you from me again. I protect that place like a sanctuary. Others speak to me of moving on, of letting go, as if love were a tether to be cut. But I will not sever what made me feel infinite. Love does not demand forgetting, it demands remembrance in the face of absence. So I remember you. I love you still, and if I must carry the ache of your absence forever, I'll do it with grace, because once I was held by your presence, and now I am held by your absence just as deeply. In every mirror, I search for traces of what you left behind in me, the way you made me laugh without fear, the way your love gave me permission to unfold. I speak softer now, not from sadness, but reverence. You were a symphony in a world of noise. You taught me how to listen, to moments, to pauses, to the pulse of something eternal, and now I listen for you. In wind brushing trees, in rain tapping glass, in silence between verses of an unfinished song. I don't know where you are, not in geography, not in spirit, but I believe you still exist, even if not in the ways I wish. Maybe you're stardust now, threaded into the night sky I gaze at when I can't sleep. Maybe you're the warmth in my chest when I reread your letters. Maybe you're simply what love becomes when it has nowhere else to go. But wherever you are, I hope you feel this. I never stopped loving you. I never stopped being yours. And though you're gone, you remain the part of me that never left.